Now, I don't know how much of this sound quality is going to be good, but you know I'm still having a starting problem. So I'm going to pull the tank off, basically, and I'm going to try to change the spark plug. I'll try to. Tricky. So after stripping the tank off, which wasn't the easiest thing to do, to get to the spark plug himself, because you got no room. It's not the way they show you on some of these video forum. Well, these wires look like they was damaged by mice. Yeah, gotta be, and obviously someone taped them up. But most important thing, they taped it up right, so it's all working. But how am I gonna get to the spark plug? That's my main concern, and getting a tool in there. And then obviously I'll try to give this a bit of a clean if possible. But yeah, let's try this again and go from there. I'm gonna cut the videos from now on because the battery's going to run low on the camera, and I'll show you the best I can show you with what I got. So to get to the spark plug, it's a job and a half, and better off doing it now than later. And let's see if we fix this starting problem. So to get to the, even just about see the spark plug, we'd have to remove the air box. So the battery cover, the whole lot, literally the ECU, just to see the spark plug, unless you move the ABS pump, which will be a lot more difficult to guess. But yeah, and everything is rusted in there. Can't see too well, but yeah, everything is rusted in there. So I'm gonna try and unscrew it safely as possible, and then go from there. This is taking longer than expected, to be honest. That was the bolt holding in one of the coil. Obviously I've still got the second one to do, but look at the state of that. If I know that was the state of the other one, that's literally, I would say, deteriorating. I had to go from down this way into removing the coil pack on this side. The other side, but I went this way, I believe, or was it here? But you'll figure it out if you do this. This job is not the simplest job, to be honest, and I still got to figure out how to get a spark plug tool in there, so it'll be fun. There's no way of getting the coil pack out, or possibly even the spark plug, without removing the ABS pump. So you have to move. I didn't remove it fully because I don't want to go to bleeding the whole system. So what I've done, I undo the two bolts here and the one on the other side, and just move the fuel pump a bit out of the way. I had to clip it underneath here, and then go from there. So yeah, let's try this, get that spark plug out, investigate it, and go from there. So I pulled the first plug, and it is the 8 version instead of a 10 version. I show these bikes take a 10 because that's the first plug pull. I ain't got a tester here to test these, but I show it's a 10. I'm going to double check this and then go from there if it is a 10 or 8. So we're back with the KTM. Had to move the battery cover out of the way. Did I? Well, I will do anyway. I had to because I wanted to give it a clean up. But the most important thing is the ABS pump that was in the way. The most important thing with these things is holding them, getting them in there straight. Tell it looked like it had a bit of a hard life, to be honest. It looked like it's been out in the element for the longest, and I can see some mice bits in there, which I'm gonna, before I do the second one, I'm gonna, once I put this back in here, I'm gonna blow everything out. Well, that is the plan. Maybe it's easier to unclip it. How does this go now? Main clips. Oh, for the back? Nope. So I can see that's just holding into the bracket there, that where I'm clipping from. I'll try to push it in as neatly as possible from here. Can't. Bit fiddly. Lift that pump up a bit out of the way. That pump is really, is it the wiring that's holding it that tight? I'm just gonna clean around the side bit here a bit, get rid of this build up around there before putting it back together. So whilst I do that, the reason why I'm using the bendy is because I feel it'll help it hold straight, and beside there is a little bit of a curve.
What about this side?
Well, this one, no, there, no.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just putting back. Thank you, mate. I haven't tried this, but I believe this side will be easier. Need to be lower, I guess. It's off already. Did I take this off? I didn't take this off. It was there. It was there. Okay, so I'm not going to show you how to take that off then, because I must have took that off a couple of days ago when I did my madness. So if I move that out of the way, yeah, that give me a bit of room, but there's no point dropping it down because I just need it shift a bit in one direction and enough height for me to get out. Let's see. So the wire loom is running down there. I've got enough wire and loom. And then up she goes. And she's rubbing against the loom. So if I can have that out of the way like that, up a bit more. what's holding it in. I feel a bit of pressure. So that's the connector. That's the loom, the whole loom is rubbing against it. There must be an easier way, unless this thing has been titivated with so much that everything is everywhere. Okay, let's see how far I can move this pump without. I think if I unclip it, it might give me a bit of room. But how do I unclip it? That's what I feel anyway. I could be wrong. Okay, did it move? Yeah, she's out. And does that give me, yeah, give me a lot more room. So it's probably best in the first place to actually unclip the ABS pump and go from there. Unclip all these wires for the brake line. Obviously they're off the market. I don't know. So unclip them from there as well. And there's not much room there. But yeah, that will give me enough room to maneuver where I need to maneuver at least. Look how easy that is. So just remove the bloody ABS pump instead of going all psychopath on it. And you'd probably be better off removing it to also remove the spark plug. So maybe you don't need to strip it so much to get the spark plug out. ABS pump is fine enough, but I don't think these bikes come with braided line to start with. But this is the bit I actually want to show you. I'll feed that in first. Don't ask. Okay, in. Make sure you see this. No word of a lie. KTM reckon it's a 10 in there. But somehow they put the 8 in there. And it's been in there for a good while. I need to go through the history of this bike a bit more, which I will do. Okay, moment of truth. That looked pretty bad. And it's the 8. So that's the old one, the 8. And that's the new one, the 10. Do you think they gapped it? The gap does look bigger on the 8. And give it that. It's hard to see it probably in the camera. But yeah, let's put it on the bench and see. So trying to get you the best view to compare the plugs. So now that's the spark plug out. I'm gonna put a new one in. I'll try to turn it to just give you a bit more of a better angle. I don't know how much you guys actually see. I'm just not that good at recording, unfortunately. I try. I'm just gonna do it hand tight and straight as possible. Then call someone over that can feel the spark plug crash, the washer crash, because I can't feel it. I would use the torque wrench. Maybe I can. I just don't like. I really don't like risky business. It's bad enough playing around with some. And stuff like that. But when it comes to head, I'd rather someone that deal with it on a day-to-day basis, that know what they're doing. So now with the spark plug in, coil pack back in, and then go from there. You can see again little build up around the side. Okay, so coil pack go back in. Tell you what, KTM did not spare no room on this bike. Don't know why has the bolt got 8 on it if it's not an 8. Can someone answer that? Someone know the answer. I know you know the answer. So that is what the ABS wire look like. And basically you just got to push down on that tab there before it releases. Coil pack. What, darling? Yeah, but I won't put you in it.
I'm just double checking.
I'll take it out. Ah, look at my cameraman. Thank you, mate. It'll be good if I know what way the clip went. So it just clips in like that. Fuck me, mate. That's your thing. Case back in. Normally this battery got a year marking on it. The guy said it was a new one. It's a Yuasa, which is good. But obviously the terminal is a bit damaged. And, it should be fine. Yuasa is pretty decent to put the year marking. But I know the battery is good because I left it for like a month without firing it up. And she fire. So I'm guessing she's good. So that's that. Most wiring. Time to put away some tools. Heat rises, right? Heat rises. That's all you got to remember. Heat rises. So yeah, we got the tank back on. Tank's back on. We just got to connect these 2 bits up here, test for leaks and so on, because you know we got to test shit, and otherwise, so if we don't test it, shit might not work. and done. So now I need to find the battery bolt. It's the only culprit I could find. Primary piece was the nut for the battery nut. They don't look like battery nuts. But yeah, the only one I could find to actually fit in the hole. And these bike batteries, they love terrorizing me with these bits that move. So it was in there extraordinarily tight. So yeah, nah, I'm gonna go with that, and I hope it is the one. It's pulling on the nut, so it's gonna work. And I'm gonna tuck that tight, tighten that up properly now, and then we're gonna fire and check for leaks, because we've got to check these ones don't go too mad. But yeah, it's tight enough. And now negative, which something tell me I should use something smaller. I'm going to use one of the ones I pulled out for the coil pack and go from there. But why is these like these? So did these have the lithium battery originally? It's a USR, so weird. Here it goes. I hate these first bit because it always does that little spark thing. Yep, there you go. So she's sucking power, and then I decided to waste time and not get in the first time. I just hate the spark, really. Shouldn't spark again. Yep, it don't spark again. Only does that first initial spark. I'll probably get a battery later on. But I know this battery is very good because, like I said, I left it for a month, come back, and she fire. And she is a USR 9, X9, T9, whatever it is. That feels nice and tight. You can tell the battery, whoever done the battery before, they used the bolt, and there was too long anyway to go in there. Now we're gonna test, see if she fired first time. What do you reckon? You reckon it fixed the problem? Well, we didn't play around with ignition. Fuel is low, obviously, because it drained. I didn't hit prime though. Yeah, it did prime. Okay, there it goes. First fire. It didn't prime. So the fuel pump. Didn't open the bit underneath. I didn't open up. So that's open up. Still didn't hear no pumping. I didn't touch nothing else. It's a bit noisy in there. Yeah, it is priming. I hear a noise, a click noise. So here goes, people. Put that back in. That's in. I'm thinking if I connect that back in. I connect back in the coil. I didn't disconnect the coil on this side. I don't hear like the pump. It is priming. Let's see if it makes the second tick. It's got enough fuel in it, surely. It didn't make the second tick. So I didn't disconnect nothing there. Put the ABS pump back in. It's got enough fuel in it. Yeah, I probably need some more fuel, but it's probably ultra low because I don't really hear the pump priming.
It needs to be primed in it through. But
I'm thinking where the nozzle is.
you will know
Oh, there it
you
is.
start it one time and you drive it and then you turn it off, you know.
Yeah, no. Once it starts now, I'll know roughly. I'll know roughly. Yeah.
Did you put all that fuel in it that you?
No, I didn't put no fuel in it.
Oh.
I just there was a little bit in the tank, innit? So the one I took out.
Come on, mate. Just put the fucking petrol in the bike so we can start it, yeah. Lewis, ring the scrap man, see if he wants to take some motorbike.
Aye. Let's hear if it primed. Saying full now.
Hello. Hello.
Petrol. They still do the same thing. Vapor. But I don't know. Maybe when I ride it, I'll know. I'll ride it tomorrow anyway.
Better.
Yeah, it's idling better. Sadiq Khan, the smoke in it.
Yeah, I know you're doing fucking video. You're fixing the bike and now you set fire to the fucking bike.
One touch.
2 minute run and turn it off.
One touch. Yeah, we don't know yet. Hopefully it fixes it. And done.
You see that plug? Nobody wanted to strip all that down to change that plug. So that's why, innit?
But it was done from the manufacturer, So, well, not from the manufacturer, but from the main dealer, because it must have been serviced. Yeah, because they had a major service. So they go through that. Now I know why they charge £1 to do that job. Well, the valve clearance that is, but to get to there. But at least I know now, I don't need to remove that into the screw. Yeah, sweet, must be sweet. Seem fine.
What was it doing? Why did you change the clutch? Was it starting?
Every time, yeah, when it's cold, it takes about 3 to 5 times to start.
Now,
I don't know, because they had no petrol. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow, first thing start it, we'll know.
Tomorrow, one touch.
Yeah, hopefully, and then,
Trust me.
you know, yeah. Original KTM filter. I'm gonna put a manual. High flow. Smells like this. The date on this says 24/05/21. So I think it's been in there since 21. Impossible, but that's the filter. It's not too bad in there. I'm not secure that. So maybe it's like this. So we're going to push this bit in first. Yep. I'll give it that more secure that way, yeah. And it tucks in there. Okay, so it goes that way with a yellow bit at the back. If you want to know, if you're like me and you pull it out and wait 1 week later and then do it. That's a lot better fitting in there. And it's more secure, so it makes sense. It do make sense. This back there. Find that right there. There you go, cooking. Winning on this now. So after doing some research about the 8 of them, apparently KTM do fit these to the bike, but when they sell it to you online, they sell the 10 through the parts catalog. So yeah, KTM did do the head. It's not that bad. It's gone. And paperwork say otherwise. So yeah, she does fire up one time now. It's 1:24 now, or 6 there.